What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tendo here, and with me we got Pat, and over here at the keys, on the controls, in control of the space station, is your girl Hannah. And today we've got some stuff to talk about. We've got some plans to talk about. Obviously, I clickbaited this episode. Big announcement, and it is. I mean, it's a pretty big announcement, right? I mean, we're not having a baby or anything. I threatened to just go live and just be like, "Hey, everybody, Patrick's having a baby. Stream over." But that's not true.
Why me?
I don't know, because I got to razz somebody. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and tell you kind of what the announcement is, and then we'll just spend the next 2 hours repeating it because new people will join and ask what the announcement is. So the announcement's not that crazy. The announcement actually has a lot of parts that we're going to kind of talk about today and make some plans and get some feedback from you guys and even some suggestions. But the plan is the announcement is that Hannah and I are going to go on a big, long road trip cross-country, bigger than we've done anything on the channel so far, and we're going to go thrifting while we do it. We're going to do some wild stuff. Everybody's already like, y'all are getting married. Nope. Patrick and I are getting married. That's what's happening. JK. But so, yeah, we're going to take a big trip. We're going to thrift cross-country, and one of the things we want to do is come to where some of you guys are and possibly do some thrift meetups or some game shopping meetups in some slightly bigger cities. Hannah's over there laughing. What are you reading comments already?
Yeah.
What is it? Read them. Read them.
Anonymous says, "I'll have Patrick's baby." That was.
Whoa! Hold on. Look at this face. Make that face again. We were on Hannah.
Oh,
What else you see?
Gosh. Just a bunch of people saying hi. That made me lol, and I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, Mile High Surge says you guys are going on a Goodwill tour across the USA. Yeah, it's pretty much what we're going to do. But so there's a lot more we're going to do while we're on the road, and we're just going to talk about that today. But if you've clicked on this video after it's been live and you watched it from the beginning and you just want to know the announcement, road trip, thrifting road trip, lots of stuff planned. If you want to possibly do a thrift meetup in your area, if we come through there, join the Discord. It will be the hub where we talk about where we're going to be. We're not going to really too much on the channel say like where we're going to be and stuff, but we'll do some one-on-one chatting with some of you guys that might want to meet up and be in a video, or maybe we'll do some 3-game challenges on the road with you guys. And that's it. That's the announcement. But there is a lot more to it that we're going to do. But that stuff's a lot more specific, and we'll get into chatting about that here in a minute. But so let's get the conversation started with you guys. Where would be a good place for us to come thrifting? Is anybody in the chat right now in an area where you think your thrift stores are as good as Phoenix? Because I'll tell you what, if we leave Phoenix and we go somewhere, we go thrifting and it's better than Phoenix, we might just have to move. Because as of yet, Hannah, would you agree, we've not ever thrifted anywhere that's as good as Phoenix?
I mean, no, not really. It's been different, but nowhere that has the number of Goodwills, number of thrift stores, just the quality of items, just the odds of finding something good here is just kind of unmatched.
Well, so also if we roll through, I don't know, Denver, Colorado, and it's so much better than it is here, and I say, Hannah, are we moving? What's your answer?
Yeah.
All right, Pat, what's your answer?
Do I get a vote?
Well, yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm not going to hold you to that. But so some of these comments, someone said Northwest Indiana. Aaron said Las Vegas. Come to New York. Well, here's the thing. Here's the other part of the announcement. We don't have a big plan right now. We really don't. We're hoping, some conversations with you guys will kind of maybe inspire us where to go and stuff. We're gonna essentially crowdsource this. The decisions are partially going to be made up based off of what you guys think. I mean, don't get me wrong. We have a solid plan. One of the first legs of our trip is to go see our family, of course, because that's most important. And Hannah needs some mama time. If you're watching, Mom, Hannah needs some mama time. And so, we're definitely going to start off with that. And really what's going to happen is we're going to get on the road. We're going to thrift from between here and home. And then we're going to see how much we're able to thrift and resell on the way and how much money we have when we get there. And I'll tell you what, if we make a bunch of money between here and Kentucky, here in Missouri, we might just take off and go to New York. Anonymous, I think, said come to New York, though Patrick's not coming, so you can't really make a baby. So maybe you don't want us to come. But look at Hannah's face. But so yeah, I don't know where we're going yet. We're definitely going to stop at some places in between here in Kentucky. So maybe if there's enough viewers that want to do some thrift with us type videos, maybe we can meet up in Dallas or Houston or something, somewhere in between here and there. But a lot of people are asking about different parts. Someone asked if we were going to Ashland, Kentucky. That's pretty far east, isn't it? Kentucky, Eastern. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to go further east as of yet than Louisville-ish. So we won't be far. So I don't think it would be too crazy for some people to drive from a little further east to Louisville to meet us up if we want. But I don't know. We're saying all this now. We may do no meetup videos. There may not be enough people interested. We do only have a couple thousand subs, so maybe maybe not. Anonymous said, "Oh shoot, don't come." If you ain't Tendo game, then you lame. All right. So comment wise, we say that Chicago area. Chicago is a very high likelihood. Most of my friends in college, most of Hannah's and my friends in college were theater majors, including Hannah. Hannah was a theater major. So all of our theater friends, of course, are in Chicago, and there's a couple specifically we would die to go see. So if we do get home and we do get to Kentucky and our plans that we do have that are solidified really work out, it's very likely I say, Hannah, let's go to Chicago, and that's what we do. But right now we don't know. Please come to Orlando, Florida. I'd love to, but it's really doubtful we start driving that far south this time. But again, we've got a lot more little stuff about our plans that we're going to talk about here in a bit. We're going to dig into some of the more specific stuff we plan to do. And a little spoiler, some of that is that we definitely want to start traveling every couple months. Almost maybe spend a month on the road, come back home, and then go do it again. So this trip that we've announced today, don't get me wrong, we could end up anywhere, but we're not going to go too crazy this time. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're not gonna just go down to Florida, drive up to New York, drive all the way to Colorado. That's not happening. Though we're crazy enough to do it. It's just we're gonna start a little smaller, right? We're not gonna go too crazy. Hannah, are you keeping up with the comments?
I am, yes.
Definitely read. Let me know if there's something we really need to know. If you go somewhere close to Northwest Indiana, I'll definitely show up. That would be on the way to Chicago-ish, so maybe. The thrift stores near me don't have the amount of stuff thrift stores on your channel does, but there's always something really big and unique at a good price come to Southwest Virginia. That's a bit further east, again, than we're planning, but I just don't rule nothing out. Don't rule nothing out because we could leave, drive straight to Kentucky, and then have to drive straight back. We could leave, drive to Kentucky, and be like, we made enough money this month. Let's wild out and go to Chicago. Let's go to New York. Just don't rule anything out. We just don't know. Drive to Puerto Rico. Sure. I'm down. Gonna have to get some skis for my boat, though, I guess. Ohio State has a lot of tall people, Tendo. Really? So I belong in Ohio State, is what he's saying. Me and Pat. I guess Hannah, too. You're kind of tall, aren't you?
Not short by any means.
How tall are you?
5'9".
5'9". So Tennessee, well, yes, Tennessee, we will definitely be in Nashville for a few days. And that's almost definitely one of the places I think we should do some meetups. Because there's a brand new bins there. I'm dropping my bouncy ball. There's a couple bins there, and I think it would be great to do a little meetup at a brand new bins. And what I really want to do is I want to go with some other people shopping. I think that'd be really exciting because you guys have, especially you guys that have been watching us since the beginning. There's some people here that have watched hundreds of videos of me filming myself shopping and then voiceover, nothing but talking. That's what our earliest videos were. There's probably some new people here that haven't watched that older catalog stuff. But I'm just saying there's some people that have heard me say about everything I'm ever going to say. So it would be fun to go with people to the thrift store, watch what they get, and then ask them why. I don't know about you, but I think that would be very interesting. Graceland. Yeah. All right. If you want to get around faster, grab your Infinity Gauntlet and use the Space Star to teleport.
I like
All
it.
right, Patrick, you can be Thanos. It goes on the left hand. He's trying to stick his right hand in there. How's it going, Team Tendo? What's up, low profile? Ow. Low profile gamer. It's going good. Rolling up in some brand new bins. I'm telling you, who told me about the new bins in Nashville? Are you here watching? Somebody slid in them DMs and said, brand new bins in Nashville. And I said, let's go. I can't wait for that. 10 minutes late, sorry guys, but what up, bro? We're just discussing a trip that is that we're gonna go on. We're going on a giant cross country goodwill tour, as someone put it earlier. You could do a competition as to who finds the coolest things. Yeah, maybe some sort of competition. If we end up in a place where there's 10 people hanging out with us, we might just do a thrifting video and then say, hey, do 2 of you want to come back tomorrow? The whole point of this conversation today is just to say that anything goes. And also, there's some content we've been talking about making on the channel for a while. Like, I keep mentioning these love letter videos I want to make. Like, I want to make a love letter to Power Rangers, and interview some people that liked it. So, if we do some meetups, I'll for sure say, hey, did anybody really like Power Rangers growing up? Can I interview you for this video I'm doing? And maybe we'll do a little bit of that. But, like, I definitely have plans outside of that to interview people I grew up with about some of the cartoons we made for future videos. So, don't be surprised if you tune into the channel over the next month and see that, like, we're doing a lot of extra stuff. Because Hannah's last day of work was when?
Sunday.
Sunday. So you're completely done.
I am out, yeah.
Yeah, so you are now a full-time YouTuber, reseller, badass, Xena-loving person.
Rugrats wearing shirt.
Yeah.
Everybody likes my Rugrats shirt today. Thanks.
Are people commenting on it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that shirt too, but it didn't come in 5XL, so rip me. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? Hit me up in Discord. Would love to hit up the bins in Nashville. Yeah, that's, again, if you're listening and any of this sounds interesting to you guys, go message me. I'm expecting tomorrow to get a few inboxes, people just saying, hey, I'm interested in this location. So go to our Discord, message me and say, hey, I live in so-and-so. If you come through, I'd like to meet up. And, that way I'll have a tally. If there's 20 people in Dallas, Texas, or in Nashville, Tennessee, I'll drive straight there. That's pretty much what will happen. Go to L.A. Not this trip, but that I just told a friend of mine, or you know what? No, it didn't. I was about to text a friend of mine that when we get done with this trip, I want to come back and I want to drive west of here and go to L.A. And I've got some friends on the way that we will hit up. But not L.A. on this trip. We're going east this time, but we will be going to L.A. soon. I've got a lot of friends in L.A. We lived in L.A. for 3 years, and it's definitely in the plans. You're still hoping for the Every Goodwill in America video. we got to find out how many Goodwills there are. Hannah, give it a Google. How many Goodwills are there in America?
In America, that's a lot.
You can probably reach out to some of the original Power Rangers and arrange an interview. Probably, but those people live the Comic-Con life, and they will definitely be expecting to get paid for that kind of thing. So that's not likely, especially if it's in correlation specifically with Power Rangers. But I like where your head's at. Do you have a number, Hannah?
That was surprisingly easy to Google. 162.
That's not right.
That's what it says.
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect. There's 80
sure?
Goodwills in Phoenix.
You are right. I'm bad at Googling.
Use your noodle. Try again.
I'll try again.
That was easy to Google for a wrong answer.
There's 100. There's probably that many in the state of California. Are we gonna get a Lost in Time sequel? That's. I don't want to go off on a wild tangent here. Okay. Someone asked about a film that I made that Patrick's in, and I have a separate YouTube account with movies I've made on it, and filmmaking is one of my biggest passions in life. It's right up there with video games and collecting. And we definitely want to find a way to incorporate some of our filmmaking skills and shenanigans into this channel. We just haven't found a good way to do it. Because I don't want this to turn into a vlog of me making a movie, which you could very easily do because filmmaking projects take up weeks of my life. But Patrick and I are both pretty good, both in front of and behind the camera. Wrong button. Hannah as well. So... we'll be doing something movie related sometime soon, especially when we get back to Kentucky. A lot of my friends that you'll be seeing coming and going on the channel are all filmmaking people, so you never know. What it do, Tendo and Patrick? What games have you all been playing hardcore lately?
I started playing The Witcher, but I still just mainly play Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, Minecraft, that's pretty much it. Buffalo, New York win. Mr. Runyon, oh, gosh, would it not be a dream to go up to New York, even all the way up to upstate New York and even continue on to Maine? Listen, we want to do a lot of traveling. All of us do. And we may not be going quite to that far extreme side of the northeastern part of the country yet, but listen, we'll be having a podcast again later this year, going on another trip. And who knows? It could be.
Those are two wildly different answers.
What's that?
ambiguously brown and jet green.
Yeah. What I found was
42,000.
Yeah, I found one that said over 2,800, and so I was like, "Wow, that's
Yeah,
a lot."
okay.
But 42,000 seems.
He might have
That's
added.
good.
He probably actually added another. That would be more than almost 1,000 Goodwills in every state. I second a Lost in Time sequel. Did you ever tell the story of how you and Patrick met? No, we never did tell that story. Have you guys actually watched that movie? Like,
Apparently some people
be
have.
honest with me. If you're watching this right now, how many of you have actually watched one of my films? I think you guys are just yanking my chain. Interesting idea. If you ever come with another script, you could ask fans to participate in certain roles. Maybe, that's a difficult thing. Again, I'm not going off on a filmmaking tangent, but let's be honest here. You guys have noticed in these videos that all three of us, Hannah included, your boy Pat and me, we all have a lot of random interests, right? And it's difficult because the main point of this channel has always been for us to just kind of vlog what we're doing, right? We went really heavy on the video games at the beginning, but we've always just wanted to do a lot of stuff and include it in the channel. And this is going to be hard to ask you guys because you guys that are hanging out with us right now are kind of our ride or dies, right? You're actually taking time out of your week to come hang out with us. So of course, some of you guys might be interested in watching movies, but there's some portion of there's a reality to making YouTube content that is you have to you kind of have to somewhat stay inside the confines of what the audience wants, or all your viewership will go away. You guys would never leave me, but if we just started making film-related content all of a sudden next Thursday, there's probably a good portion of people that might stop watching. Does that make sense? But yeah, I don't know. Patrick comes in my room all the time. Is I got an idea for a sketch, got an idea for a movie. So I think don't be surprised if you wake up. We post our videos every day, 6 p.m. Eastern, except I think I messed up today and I actually posted it 8 because I'm stupid. But we post our videos every day at 6 a.m. Eastern time. Don't be surprised if you wake up sometime later this year and that daily video on a given Tuesday is literally a whole movie, because that would be badass. I have loved it. Well, I guess if Jessup was the breakout star, so you guys really did watch one of them. How do you afford all those games you buy? That's a really good question. And honestly, that brings up some really good points. For a while, Hannah and I both had full-time jobs, and we had side income from reselling. So there was a good little while we had stacked up some cash. I quit my job first and started doing YouTube full-time. And at about 4.5, 5 months later, Hannah quit her job, which was pretty much a week ago. So we don't have as much money as we did to do it, but we have replaced a little bit of our income with YouTube. Not a lot, obviously, because we only have a couple thousand subs, but it's a little bit of money. And then we're full-time resellers basically now is kind of what we're doing. But we both have other interests. I still am a professional videographer, and we both pick up extra cash in different ways. So I can't tell you how we're going to keep buying so many games. What are you laughing at?
Tendo, remember when you
fell
fell
off
at
the
the ball?
ball. Yeah, I remember that quite well. Is that funny, Hannah?
It's funny because I just did a bunch of laundry and your shorts from that day were shoved in the bottom of the laundry basket. I was like, oh my God.
So you just now washed the shorts that I fell in the mall at.
I did. That's bad.
So you've already been laughing today about that.
I have.
That's great. Well, all I can say is next time I eat shit, because I eat shit all the time, next time it happens, I hope it's on camera, is all I can say. For your entertainment, at least.
Like that time you fell in the bathtub.
Oh God.
Well, oh yeah. Has anybody here ever seen the video where I fell in the bathtub? But I'm seeing a lot of 2,800 Goodwills, and Joseph said 5X. Damn. I mean, this is like a 3X, but some of my shirts are 5X. Tendo, did you ever get a chance to watch Conan the Barbarian and figure out the riddle of steel? No, I did not. Anyone else freezing up? Is the video feed freezing, or is it just this guy's internet connection?
Everything looks fine.
Everything's oh, well, it's Jason. Are you watching on your phone again, Jason? It's probably your phone. Phobie1, what's up? Glad you can stop by. We're chatting a little bit about some future trip plans. And Big Brown said he saw the video.
It's a good one.
What's up with the TV in front of the desk? It's just a little CRT that I bought at a garage sale a week ago, and I failed to move it, but oh well. That was hilarious, and yes, I've seen the bathtub vid. So yeah, well, if you guys want to know what we're talking about, there's probably in the year that before we started Shark Tendo doing what we're doing now, we still posted some videos, and we thought we were trying hard to be YouTubers, but we were not trying hard enough. And we were doing a lot of like outdoor hiking, mountain bike riding and stuff. And so me and my other grown brother, who's about 8-9 years my senior, were both in a bathtub. Dramatic pause. And we were cleaning his bicycle because we didn't have a water hose. It was a real small apartment. And I completely ate a shit sandwich. I felt so hard. But you know what was funny? Go back and find this video. Go to our YouTube channel, go to videos, and scroll all the way back. It's worth watching because I didn't get hurt at all. Because I fell into the curvature of the bathtub. It was like a McDonald's play slide. Swear to God, it was awesome. But I did break his bike, and it cost about $40 to fix it. So
It was so funny.
yeah. Do you know anything about vintage Star Wars toys? You know, I know enough. Like I know enough that I'm not going to pass up some valuable ones at a Goodwill or something. I have definitely kind of studied some of the particular pieces of Star Wars toys that are only valuable because I've got a buddy that collects Star Wars toys, and he has a bunch of like the steel ship series, and some of those are valuable only because they were turned to legends and they're not canon anymore. So I know a little bit, but no, not a ton. It's definitely something that like I want to collect but shouldn't because it's a rabbit hole. But let's get back on track talking about this trip and what we're gonna do. Hannah, are you monitoring the comments pretty good? They're going just fast enough. I'm missing a few.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in Star Wars right now.
All right. Now you got a van to sleep in. Are you gonna take the trip to Vegas now? I don't know. I wouldn't rule out stopping at Vegas on the way back or something. But right now, it's Kentucky, Nashville, and a very high likelihood of Chicago, though not definitely, and definitely some places in between. Texas is a very high likelihood right now. But yeah, how many Wii Fit do you own? 100 and something. It's really hard to keep track because I bring home 1 or 2 every day.
Go watch our last podcast. We actually calculated everything out.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did. We added it up. We last podcast we added up how much it costs. Indiana, yes, absolutely Indiana. We will be in Evansville, Indiana, soon, really soon. I know that's really far southern, so anybody in northern Indiana is probably excluded for a meetup. But we will for sure be in southern Indiana really soon.
We may or may not go to Indianapolis. My brother actually lives in Indianapolis, so we can go see him, but we'll see.
Well, right now we're planning on, Hannah, you can go ahead and start switching when it's your turn. But when we go home, we're either going to be back in 2 weeks or we're going to have work things out to where we can stay longer. And if we stay longer, Indianapolis and Chicago will become a very high likelihood. But there's a lot of this we're just kind of doing at our leisure, to be honest. Are y'all planning on doing any garage sales while we're there? While we're on the road? We would love to, but most of the country is probably going to be covered with snow, so that's not likely. Although, this might be true for your neck of the woods. I know it is for southern Indiana. Where we're from, indoor flea market type stuff is really popular. And we're not talking like, sometimes you hear flea market. Like out here in Phoenix, if you hear flea market, it's really just like old people antique stores kind of thing. But where we're from, it's very much more of a garage sale, yard sale atmosphere. We'll definitely be doing some of that. So yeah, Indiana meetup, that would be boss. Grateful Thrift, what's up, man? Did you watch today's video? It will be of particular interest for you. Yeah, definitely thinking about an Indiana meetup for sure. I think one. So this guy is from Princeton, so he would be down to meet up. We'll almost definitely have to do that because Evansville is just 30 minutes from the doorstep of where I stay in Kentucky. So that would be a great one to do.
Texas is not between Tennessee and Indiana. Accurate.
That's true, but it's in between here in Kentucky or here in Indiana-ish. I mean, it's a little far south. What's the news? You're late. The news is, and I will continue to repeat this today for newcomers, the news basically is that we're going on a big cross-country thrifting trip, and we are going to be doing some manner of meetups in a couple of places. And so I'm trying to gather interest on who would be interested in that kind of thing, so possibly you guys could join us. Is Hannah here?
Hi.
She is. What else? My Goodwill is about to have 50% off tomorrow. That's awesome. Good luck on that. Are you and Hannah getting married?
No.
And so basically, let's get into the nitty gritty of this kind of stuff, what we're talking about a little bit more. Something else we're going to be doing is, I want to say opening a store, but that's too general. The flea markets that I was just talking about back home, we have these huge chains. There's how many near where you live? Like 4 of them of the same chain?
Yeah.
Did we ever figure that out? We went to
think
several
so.
of them. You know what? Before we started this channel, I asked Patrick one time, I said, hey, I'm thinking about bringing back a literal semi-load full of toys that I've hoarded up and putting them in shops around Kentucky. Would you be interested in partnering with me and driving around to them and taking care of them while I drive back and forth and bring stuff? That was a real question. It was a real conversation we had.
Of course I said no.
Well, no, we talked about it, but it actually we excelled way past that, and that conversation turned into him moving out here and, you know, being my main partner in crime. So I've got another guy back in Kentucky who's actually going to partner with me, and he's going to resell stuff that we drive to him every couple of months. And so one of the big things that we're going to be making lots of episodes about, Hannah and I are going to be setting up shop in an open-air flea market. And it's essentially going to be like our own little store. We're going to resell toys, electronics, and gaming-related stuff, right? And since we already have aging family members that we need to go home and see and spend time with, I have to be really, really careful in saying that because I'm not implying that Hannah's parents are old.
No.
But they're not quite as old as my grandparents who raised me, who we need to go spend a lot of time with. So since we're going to be driving back and forth there a lot, every time we go back, we will be taking vans full of thrifted stuff and stocking a store where we'll be selling things. And also something we're excited about, it's going to be like Tendo branded. It's going to be like the Tendo shop or Tendo's Toys. And we'll be selling a lot of stuff. Now, this definitely warrants a lot of conversation because, you know, I'm not going to get into reselling games, but like I do have about 100 doubles in video games that aren't super valuable, but like I'll sell them for $2 a piece, that kind of thing. Or like I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell my Ninja Turtles collection and most of my Pez collection, but like there's a lot of stuff that, you know, there's bits of it I'm going to keep. I've already got a wall full of Pez over here. Half of them you guys sent me. Those are all staying on the wall, that kind of thing. But we're basically, this trip that we're going to take is 2 parts thrifting, and I would say 1 part's like heavily stepping up our resale game. Does that make sense? Does that,
Yes.
you as someone who is listening to me talk, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, blasphemy. Hannah is your main partner in crime. Oops, I'm pressing the wrong buttons again. Hannah's my main squeeze. Patrick is my main partner in crime. Hannah, do you like that? Does main squeeze sound good, or does that offend you?
I mean, it makes you sound doughy.
It makes you sound like a big orange about to be turned into some orange juice.
Get me out of here.
Yeah, so so the big announcement is, hey, we're coming to your area. You guys come thrift with us. Let's hang out, maybe. And then there's lots of little things though that like, well, there's more too because there's like, we're gonna be on the road from now on. We plan on being on the road for like weeks at a time. So like we might be gone for 2 weeks this time, come back home for a month, and then do it again immediately. So that means live podcasts are gonna be on the road. So how do you guys feel about like if it's next Tuesday, we're on the road, we go live from a Goodwill and we do this weekly podcast at a Goodwill. I'm telling you we might do that kind of thing because we're also open to suggestions. We've had a lot of cool video ideas in the past because you guys have good ideas. So, you know, we could go live from anywhere. We might just be sitting in the van one day going live. We might mess up, get stuck somewhere, and you're going to have Patrick here doing the podcast by himself. If I was going to send you a package, what kind of stuff would you guys most like to receive? You know, I can't answer that because we're definitely not asking for anything. But when you guys send us stuff and help us create content, you know, and just try to surprise us with something you think we might like, that tends to be like the best videos ever. Like, you know, like perfect segue. Patrick, get up close to the camera and show this off. Somebody sent us this in the mail. If you didn't watch today's episode, you have to go back and watch it. Somebody sent us that, and they told us that they wanted that to be a trophy for whoever wins here on the channel. So if me and Pat are playing video games and he beats my ass like he usually does, that's the trophy. That was probably that was definitely a great gift. Of course, a lot of people send video games, and again, I don't really want to ever sound like I'm asking for them, but there's definitely a large portion of my collection now some of you guys have sent me, and that's pretty dope. What area of Kentucky will your store be located? The first one will be in Owensboro, Kentucky. And we're not exactly going to sell our merch there because most of the traffic's not going to be, Shark Tendo related. But like we'll have some Tendo vinyl decals and stuff for sale there, just in case any of you guys ever do make it over and want to rep the Tendo gang on the back of your truck or something. But the first one's going to be in Owensboro. But this is the hard part. You guys that have watched me for a while, you know I like talking about our big ideas and our big plans, and obviously, actually implementing these plans and stuff takes some time. So we plan on opening 5 or 6 of these shops all across Kentucky. But obviously it's going to take a little while to build up and get enough product back home. But there should be some in Eastern Kentucky by the time we're done too. But, obviously we have to do it at a scale that's realistic. Can we bring back enough stuff realistically and enough time to facilitate that many stores? And then the person that's working with us and restocking the stores for us, it's the GoPro. This has been recording the whole time. That was really weird. We were like, what's that beeping? And then, the person working with us, how many stores are they capable of dealing with at a time? Does that make sense? Why is there no windows in your van? Because the van was a cargo van, and so when Chevy used to, when Chevy or Ford made a van, they would make the customer, or the what would you say, the leisure van with lots of seats, and then they would make the work van, and they wouldn't do any of the extras. So you could actually, at one point, you could order a custom Ford Ecoline like mine, with or without windows, with or without seats, with or without insulation. Would love to see retro gaming win. You mean like you'd like to see us play retro gaming? Well, that brings up another point. We had started doing live streams, and by starting, I mean we did one where we played video games, and our whole lives changed because the situation changed where Hannah was going to quit her job, and so we're still going to do that type of stuff. We just got to figure out this traveling schedule first, and we'll do it before or after. We might even have Patrick do some live retro gaming streams while we're gone. So if you'd like to see that kind of thing, definitely let us know, and we'll talk about it. Turtles is life. I will unfriend you. Hey, you're not going to see it because it's over here off camera. I've kept my favorite ones, but I have 120 Ninja Turtles that I got from the thrift store that I don't need all of them. So please forgive me. I'm not selling my Ninja Turtle video games. I've got about 20 on different systems, so there's plenty of Ninja Turtle stuff in this house, all right? Don't freak out. Tendo's Toys with a Z. I like that. Copyrighted. Done. With the trophy, you should give it to whoever wins on the day, not who's won the most. I agree. Though these two kind of disagreed with me.
I heavily disagree because I've already won the most.
Well, because Patrick wants to stay in the lead and wants to have it forever. But Hannah and I want to have the trophy every now and then.
Yeah, she did comment. Jocelyn commented today that if you do tie, I do get it then. That's fine.
So you get the trophy if we tie?
Yeah, so I have to root for both of you separately at different times so that
Okay.
I can have the trophy.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Patrick doesn't care.
That makes no sense. That shouldn't be a thing.
Well, you're always going to win. I should have get it at least like 2 weeks out of the year.
But this is like a really cool trophy. I just want it.
Free toy van. Do you think we should just fill the van with toys and give them away as we go? That's a good idea. That is so cool. My daughter Sophie is 6 and would want to swing on your beard. I don't know how that would feel.
Weird.
Please don't tell your Ninja Turtles collection. You might don't sell it. I'm not going to regret it, and here's why. Look at all these video games behind me. There's about 3,000 of them there, a little bit more, maybe a little less. I've lost count at the moment. That's what I'm collecting. The rest of this stuff, I just don't have quite enough interest to keep it all at the same time. I'm a video game collector. That extends to some toys. Like I'm keeping my Mario collection. I'm really kind of torn on my Marvel collection, but video games is definitely what I'm going to be collecting. David has sent us a package from Australia. Don't forget to, but forgot to put a letter in it. All right, well, at least, I mean, I know your name, so we'll remember. Yes, Patrick Gaming Stream, good idea. All right, definitely coming up. Tetris. We used to play, what does it say, Princess? You dropped the bomb on me, baby. Did you used to play Tetris to that song? That's funny. Pizza party free with Tendo, lol. Ladies, what's up? Jeremy, my man, welcome. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up on some of the comments we missed. I'll buy your Ninja Turtles, the ones you got couples of. Well, if you would like to visit our store where we'll be installing them in Kentucky, you're more than welcome to buy them. So let me tell you, we've done this before. We've driven carloads of toys back to Kentucky and sold them. And to be honest with you, we did it with quite good success. My grandmother got sick in about 2016 or 17, and I found myself driving home every couple of months to be with her, to spend time with her. She's much better now. She's doing well. But she is older. She did raise me. She's very, very important to me. It's important to me to spend time with her. So we're doing this because we want to do more thrifting. We want to make better videos. We want to make videos on the road. But a huge part of this whole plan that we're explaining today is that I want to spend more time back home. So Phoenix will be our home. Kentucky will be our home away from home. And then anything that is within like a day's drive from either of these two places, we'll be shooting all around. That's kind of the plan. So that's, why did I even say that? What was I talking about? Yo, Tendo, hook a spook up with some Halloween pez. I've got a lot of Halloween pez. I would say I've got some on the wall that Ambiguously Brown gave me. Those are the only holiday ones I'm keeping. And so I've got a bunch of other Halloween ones I think I'm going to like have a bag of Halloween pez, a bag of Christmas pez, a bag of, I don't know, Marvel pez. And I'm going to probably sell them all like that. We've shelved looking light. Need to buy 50 more. I agree wholeheartedly. Do you have any Masters of the Universe action figures? If you do, I have not seen them on the show. I think I bought one once that I found in a bin, but it's another one of those things that, like, I love them. I love that era of toys, but I just don't want shelves full. I don't want that clutter. I want these shelves free for as many video games as possible. Not because I don't like them, but I have to obviously make some choices somewhere. So, like, another hard choice I made today. You guys definitely come back for tomorrow's episode because you'll see more of this. Everything that we're talking about right now today, we actually worked on before we went live. Patrick is helping and stuff. And I've bagged up about half of my gaming manuals. I'm getting rid of all the gaming manuals that I don't want to play. But, like, obviously I've kept the Mario and Donkey Kong stuff. I'm getting rid of what did I get rid of? Mass Effect.
Yeah.
It's like that thick of a gaming manual. I'm never going to play it, so. My daughter Sophie enjoys your content. She is 6. You're 46, and she's not really going to hang on your beard, lol. She's 6, so she could reach it. She could reach it, though, right? Well, thank you for saying so. Tell Sophie I said, sup. Angel's back. Esteban says, what are the games you found this week? What are the 3 best ones I can share with you guys? Well, I don't know the 3 best ones, because honestly, most of it was nonsense, but I bought that Donkey Kong game for Wii with the gaming manual. That's been my best find this week, for sure. What is Patrick eating? You want to answer that? Go show the camera close. They can't see from here.
You want to share?
You want to share? Give Hannah some. I don't need y'all crunching in the mic.
Dark chocolate M&Ms. Not sponsored currently, but we'll accept.
But yeah, so we're gonna go. We're gonna do some meetups. We're gonna set up a store. We'll definitely be filming all of our stuff when we're setting up the store. We'll probably do a lot of chit chatting on the channel about what we're thinking about our store, what we're gonna do when we go thrifting on the way back, just to find better stuff for the store. Jack said, "Shave the beard." Give me $100. We'll do it right now. You said agreed?
Yeah, I'll splitsies 50-50.
Patrick and I will shave it right now.
So that's what we're thinking. That's the big announcement. We're going on a trip. We want to meet up. We're starting a store. do you have any questions about that? Has anybody already thought of some suggestions? Has anybody got anything to say about it? Because we're pretty excited about it. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit nervous about it. I don't get terribly nervous, but like, you know, we've had the security of jobs for so long and, you know, stuff like that. And just leaving home with just about everything we own tucked under us in a van is going to be pretty interesting. Hannah, thoughts?
Is there? I don't know. I mean, it's not the first time we've tucked everything we own inside of a car and left. But I don't know. Is there anywhere that you're really excited to go thrifting in? Like,
Well, that's a good question. The thing I'm most excited about is going to hopefully to some new Goodwill bins we haven't been to. But there's also one or two I want to go back to that we did last time we were thrifting. Like what was the one in Arkansas?
Little Rock.
Little Rock. We're definitely going to Little Rock on this trip. You can count on that. Play some dank music. Lol, we want to get a copyright strike. And Ownerface, thanks for your kind words. We got a lot of people saying don't shave your beard. Yeah, I don't want to shave it off. But at the same time, let me be honest with you. This is probably going to sound a little bit vain. In my prime, I weighed what, Hannah? 270?
Yeah, that's about right.
And right before I haven't weighed myself recently, but I've been losing a lot of weight. But before I started slimming down now, I weighed 375. And I'm not saying I looked pretty or anything at 275, Hannah's face. But, like, I looked better. And so I'm not, if I lose 100 pounds, I'm going to have to shave this off to see what I look like underneath. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even remember what I look like. So I'm going to shave it eventually. But we'll probably make some big to-do over it. Like, we'll do trivia on the podcast. And, like, whoever gets questions right or something can do, I don't know. We'll do something weird to get it all off. Flat Reality says, I was just enjoying your channel until the episode Streets of Rage and Goodwill. It's Steve Berry staged. Please don't do one of those channels, do whatever. Well, I can tell you it was not staged, especially since there was a man who was going to buy it, and then I didn't, so I don't know. Sorry it seemed that way, but how much to shave the stash? Would just the stash and leave the beard?
Yes.
Hannah?
I think I'll veto that. Shave it all or nothing. Don't leave a mustache. Don't leave a goatee. Just all or nothing, please.
Yeah, so that would be weird. I don't know. I would rock a mean mustache, though.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I tell you what, every time I've ever shaved a beard off, I shave it down to a mustache and walk into the other room and say, "What's up, Hannah?" And she just goes,
No.
head shake.
No.
What if, now hear me out,
Okay, I'm listening.
you shave a line up the middle and then shave your mustache so it's a big T for Tendo.
That would that'd be a little bit too meta for me, I think.
Patrick, you're fired.
Yeah, you're fired. Get out of here.
Well,
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited about the trip. I'll pay you $10,000 to shave the beard. Deal.
Okay.
I'd shave it for a lot less, but I'll take $10,000. You'll be clean shaven by the time you leave Owensboro. You think so? I don't know. It's pretty cold in Owensboro right now. I'm probably gonna need it. Don't you think? No shave, no shave. Yeah. I don't know. It's long. I think this is the longest I've ever had it. Because you know how I know that? Because it's gotten so long that the weight of it holds it down, and it's not naturally doing this anymore. Do you know what I mean? How's that look? I can't hardly see.
astounding.
You like that?
No.
Top Tendo. Yeah, we did have somebody one time on a live stream on Facebook offer to pay like $200 for Patrick to shave it. I don't know if it was a weird fetish for somebody or what, but it was very specific. Patrick had to
I think
shave
they
it.
wanted me to shave your beard and like tape it to
Oh,
my face.
put it
or
on your
something.
face? Yeah. That was a little too weird. Yeah, so Toys R Tendo. You think that's a good name for a store? Let's do that. Hey, everybody listening, let's crowdsource the name for our store. Because I'm going to make some signs. I've got some like LED displays I'm going to maybe make a sign out of. Toys R Tendo is definitely a good one. However, it is a little bit derivative. But what did someone say earlier? Tendo's Toys with a Z.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Patrick, you're the master of words over here. What do you got?
You gotta give me a minute.
All
I
right.
use my big
A
brain.
moment of silence. Ham or pork chops?
Pork chops.
What's a ham chop?
It's a ham chop.
Just a big slice of
Not a
ham?
thing.
I guess it just means a slice of ham.
No one said ham
it's like
chops.
ham or pork chops. Do you
Oh,
like ham or pork
I read that funny. I like ham chops better. I guess if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably just pick a regular old ham sandwich. I don't not like pork chops, but I don't think I've ever left the house in search of pork chops. It's usually I'm at
Have you ever left the house in search of ham?
No, I don't really like pork, but I've left the house in search of a hamburger. Not same, I know, but
Right.
ham flavored pork chops. Done.
yeah, ham flavored pork chops, yeah, or pork flavored ham chops. That would be better. Toy Tendo.
Ooh, good idea. Good idea.
What's a
this
good
guy,
idea?
Jack Green says braid the beard like Thor in the end game.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, is that because I'm fat? Is that why I should do it so I look just like him?
Maybe, I don't know.
That's funny. Tendo's toy box, not bad. There's some symmetry there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You could name it Tendo's Toys, Toys for the Boys.
Great. Okay,
Patrick,
done.
you're fired.
That's funny. Oh man. I'm excited about it. I don't know that I have intentions to actually start an actual proper real toy store. Mostly because, to be honest with you, if YouTube ad revenue ever pays our bills, if we ever get big enough where like YouTube's paying the bills, which don't get me wrong, I understand is hard to do, but you know we're already making more than I ever thought we would at 1,000 subs. Let me be clear. But if it ever gets to the point where it can take care of things, I don't know that I want to keep reselling unless it's on some bigger scale that we can use our newfound income to perpetuate into more profit. So our goals for doing these things we're talking about today are really just to make some more awesome content and really have a life that's pretty cohesive. Like it all feeds each other. Like having this store will pay our bills, but it'll be good content, right? Don't you think? You know, buying thrifting for our store, I think that would be something some of you guys would enjoy.
That's a good name.
Which one?
Patrick's Toys.
Patrick's Toys. That would be a bit ironic, wouldn't it? You should start a chain restaurant instead. Good idea.
Call it Ham Chops.
Bearded Villains Are Life. Collector Central. Patrick's Toys. We gotta make the Z on Patrick's Z, or the S on Patrick's a Z though. Yeah. Starting a restaurant's probably not a good idea because it'd literally just be hamburgers and fries and.
I'd be your chef.
Would you?
Yeah.
You'd eat all the supply.
Yeah, I would eat everything. That would be all I ate. Hannah's Doll's House. We just do Hannah's Toys. Just put your face on the wall.
No, thank you.
Not into it?
No.
I don't know. I think the Shark Tendo logo is pretty, like, conducive of toys and stuff. So, like, just my Shark Tendo and, you know, write Tendo's Toys under it. I don't know.
Combine them. Hannah's House for Tendo's Toys.
Q-Tips Toys. I like that, Jacob. Coming in with the...
What?
Did I tell you that on the letter they sent when they sent the shark that they said it was for Q-Tip?
Yes.
Did you? Okay, just make sure you saw that. Tendoys, that's all right. Thrifting as I watch. I like that. So you're thrifting right now while you're watching. Do you have your phone in your pocket and you're listening to headphones? Or are you walking around with one of these, baby? Is this what's happening?
Watching the podcast
Fat-
as they film themselves at the thrift store.
Tendo's Thrifty Token. That's good. Expand on that. Make it like 6 words all starting with T, and that's what we'll do. Tendo's Retros. Hey, that has a great sound to it.
Fat Tricks Burgers. That's our chain restaurant.
It has to happen now.
Take it.
Oh, that's good.
Actually, you know what? You guys go follow this guy on Instagram. It's right. Which way is it? It's over here.
Yep.
Patrick's username is non-fat Pat. That's a great name for a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's what Tendo's Tat. I'll tell you what, the best audible sounding thing so far though is Tendo's Retros. That sounds good.
I do like that.
Huh?
I do like that. But does it put us in a box to only sell retro?
Yeah, it kind of does. So, but you know, I don't know. It can also change because we're not signing away on a business license right now. You know, we're just putting up a sign, really, and hopefully, what would be the dream if this ever really became some large portion of our income? I'd love to have booths like this all over, like one part of the country and make sure all the shelves are yellow and make sure it matches our quote-unquote brand. That would be pretty dope. You're selling Nerf guns here too, right? Yes, I'll be selling a lot of Nerf guns. Ron Burgundy said Tendo's Nerf guns. That's, again, just like that last one was a little bit too specific, but I will be selling a lot of Nerf guns. I've started loading them up today. We have a plenty of Nerf guns. We Fit Shop. Tendo's We Fit Emporium. Hannah, yes or no?
Just call the booth We Fit.
Just plain on We Fit.
In like memory, I don't know.
What if I did every store we opened just had a bunch of copies of We Fit for no reason? Because like you guys are gonna go visit our shops and you're gonna be like, makes sense. That checks out.
I've got it.
But other people are gonna show up and be like, why?
Why?
Tendo tries to thrift toys twice.
Well, I've gone cross-eyed. I like what you're doing there. Tendo's thrifty token for toys and tots with a T. That's a lot
That's
of
what
T's.
I'm talking about.
That's a lot of T's right there. Tendo's Retro Universe, not bad. But then it doesn't have the same ring that Tendo's Retros does. Tendro's
Retro.
Tenbros Toys. Tendo's House of Tat. From the UK, love all our vids. Fair play on the road trip. Thank you very much. I can't wait. Now, obviously, we can't drive on over to the UK, but how fun would it be one of these days for us to hit the road in a different country trying to buy video games there? Especially since for most of the time I hear from you guys in the UK, I hear it's a lot more difficult for you guys to buy games in abundance like we do on the channel. So I think it'd be fun, if we did 10 shops in one day and came away with one copy of Mario Kart,
They could hit the thrifts with you and the bars with me.
Perfect. That sounds great. It's the pub, Patrick.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Well,
the
it depends on where you are, I guess.
A bunch of We Fit, 25 cents a piece. No, even better. Every one of our stores should have about 20 copies of We Fit that are all like $10. So no one buys them, and I don't have to get rid of my We Fits. And then people are just like, "What is wrong with this guy?" I don't know why, but we're getting a ton of comments on our other videos. There's so many people watching our videos right now, commenting, not watching the podcast. What are you doing, guys? Come on over. Tendo's Huge Toy Sack. Tinjero. Tendo's Toys Tea. Yellow Shark Shop. I like that.
Ooh.
My phone is dying. Sorry. Well, Christopher, thanks for hanging out with us anyways. If you get cut, it's been a pleasure. Autographed copies of We Fit and sell them at my own store. That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Bearded Toys. Have a bunch of Game Informer I would like to send you. What's the address? Go down below this video. Our P.O. box is listed below every single video. Just make sure that you include the P.O. box, because if you don't, it'll get sent right back to you. So definitely put it on the package just the way it says it. What's up, Tendo and String Beam? What's up, Thrifty Hoosier? Shark Bites Arcade and Toy Emporium. I like the longer ones. I'm not going to lie. I like the longer ones like that. The ridiculous ones that shouldn't fit on a sign. Hold on, wait. Patrick's got one. Hannah, here comes a bouncy ball.
Oh, no.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Lay it out.
Let's come full circle.
That's awesome.
Surf and Turf for Vinyl and Nerf.
For what?
Vinyl and Nerf.
Vinyl and Nerf. We're going to sell vinyl stickers, too. I don't know if I said that, but that's good. Surf and Turf for Vinyl and Nerf. No, we need, okay, maybe that's not the name of the store, but we need like a
slogan.
Yeah, no. We need a poster that hangs in each one that is like some sort of like mysterious. That sounds like a Shakespearean thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
Surf and Turf for Vinyl and Nerf.
I guess.
Hannah is not interested.
That is not Shakespearean. That's not even poetic.
I'll take it.
10 don't fit. That's a little too real. Tricky Tendo's Thrift Toy and 80s Wear. I like where your head's at. I like the long title.
80s wear.
Tendo's Tremendous Toy Palace. Patrick, you're fired.
This is not catching on.
He did not like that one. It is not catching on. Well, you know what? It's funny someone mentioned the 80s Wear. We're going cross country right now also kind of on a, what would you say, a fact-finding mission. We're not sure how certain things that we're about to try to do are going to go, okay? So we're going to go set up this booth, and if it goes well, who knows, maybe next time we come back, we go back with a certain portion of Hannah's stock of clothes, and we set up a little clothing store too. What I'm trying to convey is that, like, nothing's off limits right now. I don't know what specifically we are or are not going to do, but we might come back with a better idea of what else to do, and it's going to be fun because we'll have you guys watching when we set up our store, you know, and surely some ideas will be bounced around, and maybe we'll have a big game plan next time we go up, which brings me to a really important point. Like, you guys being a part of this journey with us is one of the strangest but like most interesting thing that's ever happened to me, because we do something, you guys watch, and maybe not all the time people make suggestions, but like when we see how you guys react to it, there's usually a lot of information to be derived from that. So I'm excited to go do this. I'm excited to see what the comments say, and then do an even better job, you know, setting up the store this way. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited for it. Check out Half Price Books for this weekend sale. Certain stores fill a bag for $20. How many games can you fit in the bag? I like that. Fill a bag for $20. Maybe they'll have some more Star Wars books. Because that's something else we'll be selling is packages of Star Wars books with complete collections. Because you guys saw that episode the other day we made where we went yard selling and went and bought those Star Wars books, right? We have so many complete sets. I can't wait, to get them all bundled together and get them up for sale. Tendo's Toys and Tacos on Tuesday with teriyaki.
Or you could be mysterious and name it Not a Taco Stand.
Name the toy store, not a taco stand. That's a
people
better
come check it out.
That's a better idea than your last one, Pat.
What does that
You
mean?
burnt.
I do like the sound of it though. I like the mysteriousness of
Yeah.
it.
Like, oh, it's not a taco stand. What is it?
Pat, we'll put it on the list.
Okay.
You should sell DVD volumes of all your thrifting videos. That would be hilarious. You know what's funny about that? It's your suggestion. Is that I actually could. I actually have the technical know-how to build DVD menus and put stuff on a DVD, which is really funny because that's obviously a dying art, making DVDs, homemade DVDs. Thrifty Sharks, that sounds like a restaurant, doesn't it? Kinda, except for the thrifty part. But like, there's so many restaurants around here with shark in the name. The Yellow Sharks Game Room.
I've been unfired.
He liked that one. That was a good one. Not a taco stand.
Keep it short, sweet,
Yeah.
mysterious.
And it makes people go,
Yeah.
hey, have you been to Not a Taco Stand?
No, what is it?
What is it? It's a
check
toy
it out.
store. It's a toy store.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
It's a conversation starter for sure. Is that a Cloud9 t-shirt? I said the same thing not an hour ago.
Incorrect. It is Cloud9 long sleeve shirt.
You're fired again. You watch all of our videos, but never leave a comment. We'd rather ask you a question on a live stream, but just want to let you know you're very entertaining. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate that. I mean, isn't that the way YouTube goes? I'll be honest with you. I don't want to talk you guys out of commenting. You guys that comment and participate, it's awesome when you do. But I've almost never commented on a video that wasn't one of ours. YouTube is on while I'm doing work is kind of how I use YouTube. Or when I need to learn something. If I need to learn how to do something, it's usually a 12-year-old making a tutorial teaching me how to do it. You know what I mean? But but we get about 2,000 views a day right now across the board. Not per video. Our daily video gets about 1,000, and then our old catalog gets about another 1,000. And 1,000 people 2,000 people a day do not comment. It'd be a little maddening if they did. Shark Bites, that's good. Tendo's Time Machine, I like that too. Go to your corner, Patrick. The Yellow Shark Attack Retro. That one needs more words. But thanks for saying so, Planet Retro. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys that watch us daily. Because sometimes it's a little bit crazy. There was a week, I guess it was last week or the week before last. Every video we made was either 45 minutes or an hour. And our viewership was up higher than ever. And I was like, we should probably slow down. Because there's no way you need to be watching that much of our faces. Maybe Hannah's face. Hers is a little bit better looking than mine. Just a little. But me and Patrick, we're butt ugly. At least to everybody but Anonymous who wants to have your baby. TNP's Nostalgic Nation. I like that. I like where you're at. Tendo Express sounds like an Asian cuisine restaurant.
I thought it sounded like a train station.
I think I hear someone calling you in the other room, Patrick. Lol. You go in there and Joseph Gonzalez is sitting on your bed. What's up, man? That's funny. Actually, what you probably heard is all the kids coming home from school outside screaming their heads off. One family with like 8 kids moved in upstairs, and all I hear anymore is them screaming. But that's some good suggestions. Leave the camera on, Hannah. I'll leave it on her so you guys can look at her while we talk. All right, that's not weird. Except it'll only be weird when someone tunes in and all they see is Hannah's face and my
Hello.
voice.
Hi.
Hannah, move your lips like it's me talking. Can you move while I'm talking? Act like it's me?
I don't know what you're about to say, so no.
Okay, she's bad at that kind of thing. T&H Thrifting Emporium, we enjoy the daily long videos. Well, it's going to be interesting to see when we go on the road how long those videos are going to be. Because obviously there's going to be a lot of content because we're going to be stopping a lot of places. But what is not going to be easy is editing long videos while we're on the road. So, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know at all how it's going to go. Maybe we will shoot a couple videos a day so that I can post more often. I don't know. But this brings up another point. You guys don't freak out once we leave. If the videos don't come right on time or if maybe we miss a day or something, because anything goes. Anything goes whatsoever.
Rural Kentucky and Missouri with no internet.
Yeah, oh my God. When we stayed at her house, their upload speed was half a megabit.
You gotta
Yes.
start your upload at like 2:30 p.m.
I started my upload at about 6 o'clock in the evening, and it took until about 4 o'clock the next day to upload, 8-9 gigabytes. True story. Usually Sabres does bag deal. Sabres is the best. Have to keep the early uploading, usually watch with coffee before work. I mean, that's definitely the plan, and I'm not saying that's changing, but what I'm saying is that, it may be hard to do that because the fastest internet we're going to have when we're on the road might be Starbucks, and that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. You know what? The worst thing that's probably going to happen, I might start exporting the videos in 1080p while we're on the road because there's 3 of you crazy people that actually watch this in 4K, which I appreciate, but a 1080p video will upload a lot faster than a 4K video. So maybe we'll do some things like that to cut corners. I love the content. Been watching every day for 2 weeks. Well, welcome, Greg. Glad you've been hanging out with us. As you guys do reselling, what is your setup for doing product photography? Really good question. So clothing, we actually take pictures of top down on a green screen, and then we remove the backgrounds and replace them. I've set up macros on my MacBook. If you don't know what macros are, so you click a button. You've programmed a command on your keyboard to do multiple things. So I can edit and remove the background from 20 photos in about 5 minutes. So that's what we do for most of our product photography. For stuff going on eBay, we have a table that's lit up well, and we just put a white piece of paper down and top-down photography with our cell phones. Nothing fancy, but it works. It works well. I hope that answers your question. How many games are you up to now? Well, so I lost count at about 2,500 because I stopped cataloging them because it was just getting too wild and taking too much time. But I've actually spent these last couple of weeks recataloging them into an app, and I've only got 800 in the app, but probably right around 2,500, 2,800. I'll update that information soon because I've just lost count. Hospitals have good Wi-Fi. Noted.
We should just go to hospitals and
sit
in the lobby.
Sir, are you okay? Yep, just
need to upload.
doing one of these. Hannah, this one's for you. Enjoy watching you thrift on clothes and going into another and learning. Hey, what do you have a response to that? First of all, I've got something to say to it.
That's awesome. I know that most of the people on the channel are here for the games, so it's really nice to hear that people actually do like the clothes too, and I'm not just, doing my thing and nobody cares.
Yeah, well, that brings up an important thing to discuss. So we have, I say this all the time, we have analytics that tell us what our viewership, what our audience is, what the age range of you guys watching is, and for the longest time, the percentage of female viewers was 0.0%. And then you started being a little bit more involved in the channel and stuff. This chick magnet was on the channel a little bit more. our percentage went up to 2%, but it's at an all-time high now. 10% female viewership, which I like. We don't need a sausage fest around here. We need a few ladies because we are non-discriminate here. So, thank you so much for saying that. What does it say? Like for Tendo, like for Dallas, lime for channel. Well, is that the name of the game store? Is that what that is? What up, homie Richard? I apologize. That was a slip of the tongue. What's up? Welcome. Let's see. Since you guys are going to be camping in the van, we can park safely overnight. Use Wi-Fi. It's not bad. I don't think we've ever slept in a hotel parking lot before, but that is interesting. That's a good one. We usually, as far as sleeping on the road goes, we know enough people like kind of cross country. It's not really difficult for us to go somewhere and sleep, but like. As far as sleeping on the road and sleeping in the camper van, it's often like at a truck stop or at a stop halfway in between where we're going. So like if we just drive straight to Kentucky tomorrow, we'll stop at one of those big truck stops in Texas and sleep there. But good tip. Retro Rick, Jason, what's up? 1080p is still plenty in 2019. I work in a video production company and we often edit and deliver 1080p. Yeah, I mean, same. I supplied... probably the biggest chunk of my video supplying career was right in between 2014 up to 2017, and I supplied social media content, and most of it was 720p for the earlier part of it, so it's not a big deal. But I kind of do like having all of it stored in 4K. Just I can even now download videos. Well, actually, that's kind of a lie. YouTube doesn't really that easily let you download your 4K files, but I do keep my 4K files backed up, and there's plenty of times I mention something in my videos and cut back to a previous video, and it's nice that I've got it in 4K and I can still punch in and do all those things. Hey Hannah, has anyone ever called you Hannah Montana?
Yes.
I have.
Yes.
Often.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go back and watch our earliest videos, there's those kids. I introduce these guys as something different every single day, and go close the window. That's what this means.
Yep.
Go.
Sorry.
We're gonna close the windows so the screaming kids don't, because I can't hear myself over them. No one will approach you in that van. Yeah, they might approach you though if we put free candy stickers on the side, as has been suggested. Jason, what's up? Welcome. There's your boy Pat and Hannah. They're both here. Truck stops are filled with lots of lot lizards, so be careful. Yeah, we'll stay away from that.
Oh, lot lizards. Okay, I thought you meant literal lizards. I was like, how? Why?
I'm super new to the show. Are you guys primarily a thrift channel, or do you cover gaming, nostalgia content as well? A little bit of it. Here's what our channel is. Our channel is us doing rad stuff. That's really the best we can say. We do a lot of gaming. We have made more gaming content in the past than we currently have been, but that's just because... reselling has become our main profession, which leaves a lot less time for gaming than we had. But you could sum us up as what's our main thing? I would say we're a vlogging channel that does a lot of thrifting. I'm a game collector, and you two are like hyper creative people that like to make stuff and
Drifter, collector, game player.
yeah. That would be true. It's a difficult thing to answer because both of these guys like playing video games more than I do. It's not that I don't like playing video games. I've played more Minecraft this year than all of you combined. Okay, but I like collecting stuff. I'm an obsessive, meticulous collector. I know every detail of every piece of paper that's in every game case. So, it's difficult. It's really difficult because we want to do more gaming content. We want to do more of a lot of different kind of content, but there's only so much time. What did I miss?
Q-tip shirt update.
We need a Q-tip shirt. Well, we really want to make some, what, you got something to say?
No, I'm just imagining people around the United States wearing a Q-tip t-shirt and nobody understanding it. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, they're like, what is this? Can you guys hear those kids, Hannah? I think you missed a window. I think you missed the window. They're literally standing outside.
Well, they were standing on the staircase, and that's why they were so loud.
Yeah. You literally left the window open. They're literally standing outside of. That's a lot better. I mean,
it's not much better.
It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. Do you ship your shirts to the UK? Yes, we absolutely do, but I apologize in advance for the shipping. It is terrible. Overseas shipping is the worst aspect of our lives. If we could ship stuff if we could ship stuff to the UK and Australia for as much as we do in the US, we'd be millionaires, because our biggest customer base for our clothes reselling business is Australia, number one. Well, US number one, but like our next biggest one is Australia, and then not too far behind that is the UK, correct?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But when people, I can't tell you how often we sell a $100 jacket to Australia and they pay $50 in shipping. It's so bad.
It's awful. It's just like $5 here in the United States to ship the same jacket, and it's stupid.
Don't get me wrong, I understand why it is. We're obviously not going to get shipping that far for free, but I wish there was an easier way. Can't wait to see more bad video game episodes. Oh, I know. And listen, we've filmed like 5 of them. So it's not super clear how soon they're going to come out, because my biggest commitment right now is daily videos. I want to make it to at least a year before I mess up and don't post a daily video. It's kind of just like a life goal I have. Something I haven't really talked about this, but it's just something I really want to achieve. I want to be able to tell you guys years down the road. Remember that time I posted a video every day for a year? So it's hard to edit those two. We want to listen. There's a whole nother aspect to this huge. If you've watched this podcast all the way through, whether it's you guys live or you guys that are coming back and watch it after the fact, there's so many depths to everything that we're starting to do right now, and it's such a weird thing to discuss, because Hannah and I said, 6 months ago now, let's start a YouTube channel. Let's take it serious. Let's try to adapt our lives into doing way more cool stuff, into doing whatever we want, vlogging it the whole way. And we're successfully doing that now. And it seems unreal, because I've always been a planner, and I've always been a bit of a dreamer, and I've always said I was going to do crazy things, but I've never actually said I was going to do some crazy shit and then done it.
Yeah.
And here we are doing it. So I say that to say, what was I talking about? I said that to say we're going to do all these things, and I would love to one day have a team of 5 people. Like, we're 3 right now. I'd love to double that and have 6 people on the team a year, 2 years from now, and have daily gaming videos and daily vlogs and some other third type of daily video, whether that all be on this channel or on an add-on second channel. Like, you guys just roll with us for a little while, and I promise you, anything that we've done that you would like to see us redo, we'll probably do it again. It's just, we're going through a huge transition right now. Huge, with quitting our jobs, and something I was going to get at is, like, Patrick is now going to partner with us kind of in our clothes reselling business, and we're basically going to take the profits from YouTube and reselling and make it all one thing, and try to work together to make it all a bigger business, right? So and the point I've been trying to make, and this is a little bit complicated, YouTube and what we're doing in YouTube is all part of that. It's all one big circle. If we go travel to Kentucky and set up a store, it is only going to make better content. Making better content is only going to make the channel grow. Making the channel grow is only going to make us more money, which is only going to facilitate us to go do the next big thing, which is only going to start that circle all the way back over. And I've never been so excited about a concept in my life, because that's how it's already been working out, and that is how it's going to continue to work out. What else have we mixed? Use pirate shit.
Missed 90% of the comments.
What is?
The last comment says he's missed 90% of the comments.
Well, yeah,
It's
you guys.
just a lot of stuff going on.
I haven't missed 90% of them. Do you ship your shirts to UK is where I left off.
Yeah.
And more bad video games. Hannah, is Dave passed on the big boy PlayStation 2? I found one. Haven't been able to. Yeah, I did skip out on a PlayStation 2 just because it was not tip top. Q-tip shirt 4XL, please. Well, we want to come back and make more shirts soon, but we're going to buy some shirt making equipment. It's kind of important to us to really be in control of our supply line and make some of the stuff ourselves. Drop shipping would be cheaper, wouldn't it? Yeah, but that's not so simple with t-shirts and stuff. So we could hire a maker in every country to make our shirts, but there's a huge buy-in for that, right? That's not so simple. But you're not wrong. But maybe one day at scale, if we knew we were going to sell 1,000 shirts in Australia, it would be good. If you're talking about our clothes reselling business, it's not the same. We source vintage clothing from the thrift store and then sell it to people in other countries. You cannot drop ship a pair of vintage Levi jeans in Australia.
No.
That is not the way it works. But I do like where your head is at. When do you edit? During the day? I edit usually after probably about 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock to midnight if it's a longer video. Use the Infinity Gauntlet and erase the kids from existence. What if I did just walk out there and be like, "Hey kids"?
Probably shouldn't do that.
What else did I miss? Went to the Goodwill bins in Clarksville, Indiana, with the family twice this weekend. Love the bins. Want a bin in Kentucky? That's the one we went to that was brand new, right?
Yeah. I don't know
Howie,
if that's the only one.
Howie Franktown. Did you watch the episode where Pat and I went to a bins in Indiana? I think that's the one we went to. Use the Infinity Gauntlet. Let's see, what else? Surprised you don't go dumpster diving. We've talked about it. The only reason I'd ever really want to go dumpster diving at the moment is to get a lot of those cool cardboard standees that they throw away at GameStop, like the Luigi Mansion one. I would rather have this than any expensive video game. It's a grail to the max for me. The Mario Maker stand-ups, the Mario and Luigi one for Mario Maker that we're at, I should have dumpster dived during that period to get those. I want them bad. Retro Rick, how's the $10 game collection going? How do I buy? Where do I go? But how do you buy? Where do you go? So all our videos have links below to our merch store, which is tendostore.com, which is on the screen right now. And then our vintage clothing we resell. The links are below as well. How much money do you have right now? How much money do I have? I don't know. Not enough. That's how I'll answer that. Not enough to do everything that I want to do, but enough to get us on the road. How's that? Did I catch up on the comments or did I miss something?
Yeah, that's about it.
You missed 90% of them.
I probably still missed most of them. It's going well. Got an N64 score this week. I've not found an N64 in a little while. And I've still yet to find one of those fun colored ones in the wild personally. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else we need to talk about? Any other plans or maybe even suggestions? I keep thinking of things like constantly. Like right before we went live, I went, oh yeah, and we had kind of an elaborate plan to resell vinyl stickers well before we started the channel. And I just realized this resale store we're going to set up, vinyl decals would be perfect. So I'm literally going to finish this podcast tonight, and in between now and editing later, I'm going to make some vinyl stickers for resale. So keep thinking of more things like that. Let's see. What were you guys doing for work before going full-time thrift? She sold wedding dresses.
Yes.
I edited and shot video live, oftentimes at live events, etc., etc. And Pat is from a long, long line of llama farmers. Clockwork Tartarus said, Pat, I gave, what's this say? Finding a play that actually freaking love this place. So if you pair with him, it's good. Okay. Hello from Las Vegas. Love your channel. Thank you so much for saying so. I appreciate the positivity. Vegas is definitely a place we need to go. If nothing else, probably for the pod shops. Because we're not really going to gamble. And then the thrift stores, I'm sure they are okay. Do you know what that says?
Yeah. Accurate. What's his name?
Oh, you guys are talking about League of Legends characters.
Clockwork Arteris?
Tartarus.
Yeah.
Like tartar sauce.
I don't know if you're on Discord or not, but if you are, feel free to ask or message me about anything.
Yeah, Patrick is on the Discord on the regular talking about League of Legends, so if you're into League of Legends, definitely come over, chat with him a little bit about that. Paint your van yellow and put a Shark Tendo logo on it. It would be awesome. I agree. I would love to, although that would be a lot of paint, and it would make me a little bit more obvious than I already am.
I think you should just paint a Q-tip on it.
Just paint you with a Q-tip head?
Yeah.
Why don't we just tape a Q-tip to it and nobody will understand?
Well, that'd be gross. A used Q-tip?
It doesn't have to be used.
Going to any conventions this year? It's a good question. We're definitely going to the Game On Retro, what is it? The Game On?
Expo.
Expo. Words. Here in Phoenix. just because that's really almost where our channel started. It's not like I don't know if you mean like, are we invited to any conventions? But yes, we definitely want to hit a few. We're not really big enough to like be invited to the big ones far away. But we will be going at least to the one in Phoenix this year for sure. It's about
Which is
the other.
on August 7th through the 9th.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks before that I started posting daily. So that's kind of, we'll probably do a big celebration around there, like, oh, a year, you know. But
Well, you went by yourself, right?
yeah.
So this next time we'll probably all three go.
Oh yeah, we'll all go. And there's definitely, I mean, don't get, there's tons of people. And let me know in the comments if this is you. We have tons of people. Let me say this. Anytime I get to have an interaction in person when people recognize us, or if you guys DM me, I always like to ask, how did you find our channel? And there's a lot of answers. Or I started watching you when you posted the videos for that gaming expo. So that means two things. One, I definitely can't wait to do it again this year. You guys go with me and make an even bigger deal out of it. But two, obviously that means it would help us grow our channel a lot if we went to other retro or other game shows, any conventions in you guys' area. So that being said, if and when in the future we're on the road and there are gaming conventions in your area, I doubt we're going to go out of our way to look them up. But if you guys watching right now ever think of it and think, hey, he said he's going to be here at this time and there is one, do let us know. And we're very likely to stop by. We'd be very happy to. PAX East in 2 weeks, that's real soon. That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to shows like that, but just never really have. Haven't seen that one up yet, catching up on the videos. There's a lot of them, my man. That one was back, if you want to know specifically where that was, there's a stretch of videos where Pat and I went to Kentucky. It was on Thanksgiving. So we have extremely similar interests and channels, and one of your videos popped up next to mine. That's how you found us? I'll have to check out your channel, Retro Rick. I don't believe I have as of yet. But yeah. Well, guys, it's been cool chatting. I hope some of you at least are as excited about this trip as we are. Pat, I don't know if we made this clear or not. Pat's not going on this trip. He will be going on some of the future ones, but he's going to stay here and take care of the clothing end of the business, as well as take care of the cats, which is obviously way more important.
AKA get rid of them.
AKA accidentally let the little one run away because he's an asshole.
She.
She. I think we found out it's a she, actually. But yeah. Jason says he has a game con in St. Louis, but I don't know where it's at. That would be a good one, because we definitely would be spending a lot of time in St. Louis. There's also a Ben's in St. Louis that we haven't been to that I'm excited about. Can't wait for the Game On Expo. Go every year. All right, Nathan, definitely say what's up next time. I can't wait too, man. I've got some cool stuff on the shelves behind me. All of my inbox Game Gear games were from the expo, like $3 a piece. My blue PSP, which is like prized possession. Game On Expo. String Bean Guardian. Is that the name of my game store? Is that final? But yeah, let's reiterate some of the things we said. I know we rambled on about a lot of plans. I'm excited to make those plans come to life. But
Before you do that, do you want to go ahead and get out of the way and tell a story
about how we met?
Yeah, because I think we were going to last week, and then like someone mentioned it today.
Well, I told the person last week that asked, like, ask us next week and we'll do it. Because it would be kind of a good podcast, I think, to like make it all about that and tell the whole story. But I don't know. Do you guys want to know how me and Pat met? We can tell you the like medium version.
Well, how
I
we
guess.
met isn't a whole story, but everything after that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. You know, I don't know if any of you guys watch My Mythical Morning.
Good Mythical Morning.
What did I say? My Mythical Morning.
My.
I have not been watching them very long. I'd never even heard of them until someone mentioned them on our Discord back when we started. Isn't that amazing how many, like, they're one of the biggest YouTubers ever, but there's like so many people on YouTube that it's very possible for all of us to like YouTubers that are huge that no one's ever heard of. They've been on their podcast, they've been retelling their like whole story, how they met, and it's really fascinating. I've been listening to every minute of it. Patrick, don't forget about Gary. Is that the first SpongeBob joke today?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but
I'm just sitting here cackling.
What you got to read the SpongeBob jokes when they go by. I tend to miss them.
I'll have to. Okay.
You searched Wii Fit and found your channel. I hope to God that is true. I pray to whatever sentient being in the universe that has control of things that is true, because that means I've made it. We haven't. Yeah, so I read that, bruh. Let's see. Hey, this guy says the best gay couple on the internet. I take that as a compliment. Ear biscuits. That's the one.
I think he's talking about Good Mythical Morning.
Oh, those two,
Yeah.
or us. We're probably in the running.
Yeah. I mean, we are getting married.
I love those guys. I think they're great. I wish I'd been watching them sooner. Yeah. So, but anyways, nobody seems to be interested in the.
We'll just make it a big thing.
So
one
yeah,
day.
we'll do an episode when we
you're
get back. Yeah, the whole but here's the good part about a future podcast about how Pat and I met. I've got videos.
Oh God.
I have every picture I've ever taken of us. That sounds provocative. I've got everything we've ever done, Pat. I have it. So we'll tell.
Wonderful.
We've played Pokemon together.
Oh no.
We have shot entire movies together. How many have we done together now? 2 or 3? At least 2.
Are you
I can think of.
counting the one where you fell off the horse?
No, but that's a good one. I've got that footage. I fell off a horse, dislocated my elbow. It took me 3 years to get it back to where I could bend it out straight. I've got that footage of me. You don't see me fall off the horse, but you hear me scream.
I'm pretty sure I was filming that one too.
Yeah, you were. You were behind the camera when it happened. Because the whole funny part about the video is you going, "Oh shit." Yeah. So we'll do a whole big long podcast one of these days about how we met, and we'll play all the videos and play the pictures. Yeah. Or we could wait 20 years and never say a word about it, and then when
long con.
when we're real famous, we'll tell the story.
Yeah.
We'll have even more pictures.
Nope.
Blue Neo, thank you very much. Quincy, what's up? Welcome. Yeah. So, but that's it. So let's to not really wrap up. Let's get towards the end of this conversation and you guys tell me what you think. Are any of you anywhere near Eastern Western Kentucky, and your area has lots of what do you call them? Flea markets? They're where we're from. There's Trader Baker's. My town has one called Consumers Mall or Collectors Mall. Something I can't remember now. But there's lots of chains in different states where it's all these indoor flea markets, and I don't know how many stores we're going to go up to, because I don't know if the guy that we're partnering with could handle 20 stores. It'd be a lot of work. But, maybe 10, maybe 5 in Kentucky, 5 in Indiana, 5 in Tennessee, 5 in Georgia. I don't know. Is your channel mentioned on the We Fit Wikipedia page? I hope so. That's the new goal. If I can get on is anybody here a moderator on Wikipedia? Can you make that happen?
I saw a thing where a guy was had his picture, and he was he's written over 3 million Wikipedia pages or something.
That's wild.
I edited 3 million of them. I was like,
that's a lot of research.
And he doesn't get paid. He just does it for fun.
Just got off work. What's up, Shark Crew? What's up? Welcome. Glad you're able to stop by. Where can I find those clear pixel sunglasses? You all rock. Love your videos. So the clear ones specifically I ordered from China. Obviously, you've seen I've got dozens of pairs, different colors, but those ones specifically I had to order straight from China. They're one of my favorites. I pretty much just want to wear those most days. But yeah, we're going to hit the road. We're going to open a shop. We're going to leave Pat here alone with the cats. Hopefully they don't eat him alive.
I'll eat them alive.
And honestly, we're going to come back with a lot less stuff. I'm not getting rid of the collection, but there's a lot of little stuff here. Lots of Minecraft toys, lots of books, lots of doubles and games that we're definitely going to lose, which will be good, because one of these days you'll come back to a live podcast and nothing behind us will be anything but video games. Even the CRT will go away, and it'll just be the biggest wall of video games. Flealand, London. Let's definitely talk about that. That's east of you. That's an hour east of Lexington. Somerset has one. Bowling Green has, Well, that's the thing. We're familiar with the ones in Kentucky. There's hardly a flea market in Kentucky we haven't been to. But I don't know. I haven't done any flea marketing, or really much thrifting at all, in the surrounding states. Is kind of what I was getting at. But the one in London, that was one of the earlier ones I'd went to when I was younger. That place was so big I got lost. I think I bought a violin or something weird while I was there.
Do you play?
A little bit. No, I bought a piccolo.
Do you play?
Yes. I can play the piccolo. Well, the piccolo's obviously harder than the flute, but yeah, I can play.
I need proof.
Well, go get. I don't have one at the moment. Go get one. I'll play the crap out of it. Later, guys. Great podcast. Thanks for hanging out, Jason. Howie Franktown. Yeah, but thanks for the tips. I'll definitely. I don't know if we'll go that far east on this particular trip, but I have yet to go back to that one in London. It was a big one. Those kids. Did you guys hear those kids?
Did they just explode?
This happens every day. It's quiet till about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then they sound like they're dying. It literally sounds like children are getting murdered. And then I usually hear a parent yelling, and then it goes away. The cats would eat Pat.
Jesus.
What was that?
Oh my
Car
God.
horn. Their alarm.
Why did it sound like it was outside our door?
I don't know.
This is getting
Well,
weird.
The world's ending.
We're getting invaded. Pennsylvania has some in summer, but the weather is messed up right now in the north. Yeah, you're probably buried in snow up there, aren't you? The cats would eat Pat because he's a string being. Lol. True though, it's very true. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap it up now. We're gonna go ahead and get off here. Sorry to the guys that just joined us, but we wanted to make this announcement. We want to talk about what we're doing. Let me reiterate these things. If any of the things that we've talked about you're interested in knowing more or participating in the Thrift With Us videos that we might do while we're on the road, do go join our Discord. Send me a direct message. Tell me where you are and that you might be interested. Obviously, we're not going to hold anybody to anything, but if we go do an episode at the bins and some of you guys would like to show up and shop with us, that would definitely be exciting. Jason said, you missed most of the podcast. Going to have to rewatch it. Awesome job, Tendo. Keep up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we would definitely love for some of you guys to come hang out with us while we're on the road. But at the very least, if none of that happens, it'll be fun for us to go live while we're in a thrift store or something on a Tuesday and hang out with you guys in this same fashion, but while we're on the road, while we're doing something else. I'm actually most excited about that. So, Hannah, what are you most excited for?
To find a bunch of really rad jeans while we're gone.
Your
Is
mom's
that
watching.
selfish?
Your mom's watching too. You should probably say
yeah.
also to see your mom.
To also see my family.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Peggy. I'm excited to see you, but maybe not.
But jeans.
But jeans. 3 people don't like you guys. Oh, the 3 dislikes? Yeah. No, that's pretty typical. All our videos have 3 to 5 dislikes, and it's the same people. Actually, I'm pretty sure half of them is usually the same
We
guy.
know who you are.
Sometimes it all happens in a specific manner, and it's like the same dude with his alt accounts. But yeah. We had 1 dislike on today's podcast before it even started. And I was like, yes. That means you made it when your video's disliked before it even starts. Rugrats Tommy. Is that a suggestion for the name of my store?
Maybe it's a compliment on my t-shirt.
Oh yeah. What is on it? They're all on there.
Yeah.
I wish it was
Reptar.
I wish it was just a giant Reptar.
It would be dope if it was just Reptar, but hey,
Yeah.
Kiwi's on it too, which she came in later in the mix. I was appreciative when she showed up.
Have you ever had a Reptar bar?
No. I would like one though. That was
try that
a
again.
real thing.
Have you ever had a Reptar bar?
No.
Okay. They're good. Hey Patrick, I thought of something funnier than 24.
It's never not funny.
One of these times I'm just gonna leave the podcast when someone says that.
You're just gonna get up and
It's
leave.
gonna be like the first 5 minutes. Just see you guys.
That's funny. All right, couple more quick questions before we go. Who would you relate to the most in Rugrats?
That's tough.
I've got my answer.
Same.
The grandpa.
Really? Yeah, he is
All right,
great.
Patrick, you answer next, then Hannah.
Chucky, right? With the orange hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're scared all the time?
Yep.
Okay,
Constantly.
That's why I don't
Man,
leave.
I'm definitely not Tommy because Tommy's all like courageous and outgoing, and that's not me. I'm not Angelica because I'm not mean, I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe
you are.
not. Maybe I'm like Phil and Lil because all I care about
Because
is
you're
food.
because you're so big, you're 2 people.
You have a twin?
No. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the questions. we're going to be live again next Tuesday. Hopefully it's like me and Hannah in a thrift store, but we'll be on the road. Things might go wrong. It could just be Patrick sitting right here by himself. So come back next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time to find out. And thanks for all the suggestions for the store name. There's definitely a couple of them we'll take to heart. And you guys be thinking real hard about stuff like that for next Tuesday's podcast. Hannah, Jacob says fill in Lil 8 bugs. So it's actually perfect.
Hey, but food though.
That's perfect. We'll do some more talk about a lot of these things on next week's podcast. So you guys put some of this stuff in your cooker and come back and we'll talk about it more next week. Any final words, Hannah?
I like that Patrick just went to you going cooker.
Yep. First time I heard it called that.
You've never called your brain a cooker?
No.
That's not a thing.
Well, that's what I do with my brain is I cook up ideas. So I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Any final words, Hannah?
Thanks for hanging out.
Pat, any final words?
I don't like SpongeBob.
What?
Earbud users beware.
Yeah, you probably just blew somebody's eardrums out, Hannah. Nobody on earth has watched as much SpongeBob as Hannah. But I won't say I don't like it. I don't like anything as much as Hannah likes SpongeBob. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to get out of here now. Until next time, join the Discord. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so that when we go do all these live videos here real soon, you'll get notifications when we do them. What else can be said? We're leaving. Yeah, let's get a bunch of Fs in chat before we leave. See how many Fs you can get in before I hit this end stream button. You can't see it, but my mouse is hovering over the end stream button. How many Fs we got? We're going to wait. We got about a 20-second delay, so they're not hearing me yet.
Definitely got one.
We got one. Who was it? It was Jack. Oh, that was because he had to get rid of his CRT. I didn't even read the first part of your comment. SpongeBob's the shit. Hannah agrees. But it's just F's in chat so I can leave. I'm going to, the first F in chat, I'm going to just hit the end button. Go.
Nobody wants it to end.
Yeah, they do. There's like
Jason.
There's like 50 people here.
There's 3 people.
Is that an F? All right. There's an F. See you guys. Peace out. Come back next time.